On many occasions, Supreme Master Ching Hai graciously allowed our association members from all over the globe to gather for international seminars. During these gatherings, Supreme Master Ching Hai spoke of the teachings of past masters and answered the questions of fellow initiates, as well as revealed many secrets and practical tips of spiritual practice. We now invite you to listen to Supreme Master Ching Hai's discussion entitled, "To be a Saint, One Must Love God Above All," given in December 2007.
Supreme Master Ching Hai's lectures are not a complete meditation instruction. Please do not try alone. For free of charge guidance, please visit www.godsdirectcontact.org or contact any of our centers near you.
So it is true like that actually, It's true actually that when you meditate a lot, you really don't feel like hungry. You don't like food. That's my experience. That's why mostly I don't eat breakfast until like 4, 5, 6, 8 o'clock. It depends on if I'm busy or not. Yeah. If I'm out of my room and if there's work to do, then I work first. Rarely I eat first, rarely. Yeah, because I don't feel hungry. And after I work, and then maybe I feel a little hungry, so I eat before I'm starving. Because if you wait until you're really starving, then you eat too much. Yeah, so you're just hungry maybe 70%, 60%, and you eat, and you don't eat that much. And after that, the night already come, and then I continue working after the non-urgent work, and then continue, and then go meditate, Sometimes I have to really go out, walk in the cold air for a while, so that I will have some appetite, come back and enjoy some food. But because at home it's very easy. I told you already, just sesame, brown rice, they're ready for everybody. And of course they eat extra with tofu or salad, something already made simple. Tofu you can eat raw like that. Or if sometimes you're too bored, then you just stir fry a little bit with some oil and some seasoning and some soy sauce, and you eat with the brown rice, sesame, and the salad. That's it. And salad, you just put some sauce on it and some soy sauce, and then it's done. Salad, you can mix all kind of vegetable that you can eat raw. So you have all kind of nutrition, yeah? Now someday you eat this salad, next day you eat that, you have okay. Yeah, and if you really that bored still with every day, then you stir fry some vegetable, the one you cannot eat raw or you think it doesn't taste good. Some vegetable don't taste good when you eat raw. So you just stir fry that day, and eat together with rice. Very simple. No need a lot of different dishes. I don't know, sometimes they cook a lot of dishes, but I'm just eating one dish because if it tastes good, I continue with that. But mostly one dish is enough for me, one kind, simple. And I feel very light, easy. The way I live my life is very easy. And some days, maybe I don't even eat that. Brown rice, sesame, nothing. If I eat a sandwich already with salad, cucumber or something like that, and then later I eat some fruit or drink some juice and finish, then I don't feel hungry anymore. So the brown rice, sesame also did not even need some days. It depends. Just brown rice and bean sesame ready, And if we don't cook anything at all, if we don't have anything else, that will be enough even. If you eat like that every day, also enough nutrition. No need even fruit, vegetable, really like that. I know a monk in Taiwan, He's a Vietnamese monk, He never eat anything else except brown rice and sesame. And salt, salt in the sesame already. He bought a lot. Cheap, big chunk of bag of sesame, and they ground it already for him, and then they store it in big jars, and every day they just cook brown rice, and he just eat with that. I don't see him eat anything else. And sometimes maybe a little fruit juice, but only if people made it for him. If not, he doesn't even take anything, just water, sesame, brown rice, and he's big man. He's about 3 times my size. I don't recommend it. And he's also a Qigong master, Yeah. You cannot stab him. You cannot kill him with knife or bullet. The Qigong people, if you put knife into their body, it just comes out. Just repose it, yeah? He teach Qigong, you see? Yeah. I really saw him do it. It's not just talking or teaching. He really can bend an iron rod or bear a spear into his throat, which is the most sensitive area even. The spear go to his throat, it just stay there. And it's just a little red mark, just like when you put something on your skin, just very little red mark, that's it, nothing else. No bleeding and not even deep into the skin, no. Yeah. The spear just leave a red mark because when you press something on it, it has a red mark, that's it, nothing else. But it disappears in 2 seconds, No bleeding, no holes in the skin, no scratch, nothing. Or he lay on a broken glasses and somebody pound, concrete on him and banging with the hammer, nothing happened. Just some red mark and then it's be gone. Yeah, truly like that. And he eat only brown rice, sesame and water. Yeah, I bear witness to that. I saw it. When I first came to Taiwan, I stay in his temple. I know every day. He's not cheating. Just that. Of course, but he practiced all kind of Qigong, and all kind of thing. And he lived from that too. It's not just the food, I guess. And he used some ball, to practice his hand all the time to regulate the cheese or something like that. Yeah, anyway, we can all do that. And there is a Japanese guy, the one who spearhead the sesame brown rice, is Osawa, no? I don't think he practiced anything. And he wasn't that big and fat like the monk that I told you. He's skinnier, yeah? And when he was 70-something, he still went around the world, talking about brown rice and sesame diet because he said that it cures all kind of disease, cancer and everything. And it has been proven as well. Many people in the world follow this diet to cure their sickness, yeah. And after you eat the brown rice sesame for a while like that, if you eat anything else, your body seems not to agree with it. Yeah, because it's more simple and more pure for the body to assimilate. So that's what it is. That's the way it says. But I'm not like fanatic or anything. Okay, someday I eat brown rice and sesame. That's just ready there for any time, like a staple food, Yeah, if you don't have anything else, you eat that. That's good enough. But I just eat anything. Yeah. Mostly that, yeah? Mostly that diet. But sometimes variety, I have a sandwich or something, yeah? And then some juice, yeah? And it's fine, yeah? And you take some vitamin with it, yeah? Whatever your vitamin you need, or multivitamin, or some, if you're old, maybe a little calcium or something, whatever you think necessary, extra element, then it's okay. And I feel better that way, Than here. I have to admit, here the food tastes good and plenty of varieties. But I don't always feel good after eating it. I feel very tired, that I even need to sleep. After eating, I can't function anymore. Too much, yeah? Too rich, or the body has to take all the energy to digest. Maybe that's why it is. At home, I eat very simple, and I continue to work immediately after eating. I don't feel any difference. But here, I did feel the difference. Every time after I eat, even if you beg me to come out, I would not. I cannot. It's just too much. Poor Kabir. If only he knows what I'm talking about.
Because his wife only ever cooked him stones, right?
Yeah. The wife only cooks stone. And they have to go and borrow food, if any food at all. Yeah, remember? He even exchanged his wife for food. Wow, what a guy, But he knew, he knew it's not going to happen. Besides, if it happened, he couldn't care less, They sell everything for the sake of spreading God's teaching. You see how pure he was. All the people come to his house. He doesn't ask them to donate or anything. He quietly go out and sold his wife Almost sell his wife for some chapatis. That's how cheap it is. The body is cheap anyway. Huh? Suppose we die, okay, maybe we can sell the kidney for some transplant for a couple of $1,000, but that's all there was to our body. Huh? If your kidney still can be used or your heart is still beating, then maybe you can sell it for a couple of $100 or $1,000. Yeah, depends on where. But otherwise, body is useless, no? Yeah? When we die, it's no use. Nobody buy it. Huh? Maybe you can give it to some laboratory and they cut it into pieces for the student to look at, but to study. But there's not much. So even if he expect that the grocery man would buy his wife for a night, he wouldn't care. She wouldn't care. Yeah, both of them are completely devoted to God. That even their body, they offer it as well, in whatever way God meant it to be, to save sentient beings, to save other people. So they are really saints, huh? Lucky for those who have such a wife and such a husband, huh? Yeah, don't we envy them? Yeah. So it's not just to envy them, just to emulate, eh? To make it look the same like that. We don't read the story of ancient saints and sages just to amuse ourselves. We make it funny. Of course, I'm always funny, yeah. But just to drive home the point, yeah. We read it not just to have fun or to entertain ourselves, but to see how the saints live their life. And we will try to achieve, their way of life. That's how people become saints. Yeah, even if you're not born saint, you can become saint if you emulate the saints. Yeah, if you do exactly what they do, if you practice the contact with the light and sound, even dim at the beginning, if you strive for it, you will be a big saint in no time. Everyone is born with sainthood. Just they want to take it or not take it. Truly like that. No one would be denied the kingdom of God if they really want it. No one. Even if you're from astral or you just came back from hell, you'll be a saint in no time if you really sincerely devote. Every saint has a past. It's truly like that. Every sinner has a future. And in the eyes of God, there's no sinner. They're just mistaken and situation push them into it. Yeah, the temptation of this world, the snakes around the sandalwood tree. So all we have to do is just really focus, really love God above everything else. Then you are really a saint. Or you will be the saint in no time. This is a very logic and very simple solution. There's no mystical things about being a saint. Nothing at all. Just truly you desire for God. That's it. That's the only ingredient, only requirement, that you really want to be with God. You really want to go home. That's all. If you just change your mind, change the concept, accept the new concept that God is above all things, and your true home is where you belong, and you want to go there. That's the only concept. You change it in your heart. You have to accept that. You know that is your life, and from now on you're going to live by that. That's all there is to sainthood. Then nothing else can touch you. Nothing can change you. Nothing can make you trouble. But how many people can do that? That's the problem. Yeah, the concept, you see, we have to change the concept in our heart. We have to change the concept of, okay, I have to work for the world. I have to take care of this. I have to do business that. I have to be successful in the world. I have to change that concept into knowing God. You still do your job, but you know that's not the main point. Yeah, you do it all your best, but I'm doing it so that I can find God. If I have to do it, I do it. Yeah, and if I don't have to, I forget it. I forget it for God. Yeah, so that is the true spirit of renunciation, the true spirit of monkhood, the true spirit of sainthood. There's no other. Okay, we come to the fourth stanza. Yeah. Those who are grossly ignorant, they have the pleasant, carefree sleep. But when I knew this, Till then, unknown, I had fallen in calamities. I would fallen in calamities. Okay. The people who are ignorant, truly, deeply ignorant, they can even have a carefree sleep. Why not? All they do is just maybe go out, sell something, do some job, labor job or intellectual job, and at night, and then they earn their money every month, every week, whatever, and they fill their belly with what they earned, and that's it, nothing else to do. Then, of course, they sleep, Then, but the one who knows the unknown, up to then, he doesn't know God, But when he knows the unknown, mean God, that's it. His trouble begin. When he says calamities, doesn't mean some disaster or any tragic situation, but it's just like tragic to his heart. Now he longs for nothing else except God. You see what I mean? So in the sense of the word and literature, that is a calamity. What is a guy who care not for business, who don't even touch his wife, who don't eat much food and sleep at night? Isn't he not in calamities? What kind of man is that in the eyes of the world, actually? He must be cuckoo. So in this sense, Kabir say that because he know the unknown now, that he fallen into calamities. That's what it is. But it's a very happy calamity that he accepts. Otherwise, he wouldn't continue to do it. No, it's just like you are in love, you're helpless. When you love somebody, no matter what parents say, he's poor, he's a bad guy, he's this, he's that, he's not worthy of your hands, he's not worthy of your heart. Would you listen? No, you just want that person. You just want that man, and you can't care less not what happened in the future. Even some people love somebody else's husband, and she also cannot help it. She knows it's bad, she knows she cannot do it, she knows it's disadvantage for her, but she's just helpless. You understand me? It's just like that with God devotion. Once you know a glimpse of your beloved, the unknown God, you just hooked. And then you continue. And if you have a chance at all, you would just sit in meditation for a long time. You don't care for food, you don't care for a job, you don't care for wife, children, husband, nothing. But that's why I warn you, you have to continue with your worldly duty. Because if I let you, you will sit there all day, all night, and then what? Therefore, in India, they devise this system. And when you're young, you study, you do the way your parents want you. And in the middle of your life, you married, you do like everybody else. If you have to, if you don't have to, okay, No, I mean, that's just a normal situation. In the society of India in the old time, it's like that. So that nobody say anything. And the world population continue and the system continue, you see? So we don't disrupt anything. But the small number of them skip all that. They skip the young age to go to school. They skip also the family age. They go direct into the third age. The ice age. The ice age, you freeze everything. You don't care about anything. You freeze it all up. You just go direct to sit at the feet of the master in the ashram or something. And then you train yourself maybe. And then you go out, spread the teaching like those monks in the older age. You can skip all the stages if you want. But if you have to go step by step, then it's like that. A young one, you study. Middle life, you married, have children, take care of business, all that. And old age, retired, go to devote yourself for the teaching of the masters and spread it. Or not spread it. It depends. Just stay in the ashram, for example, like that. Well, we can do that too, Like I eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner in one. Save time. I don't have too much time, so that's convenient, So I just keep it, And it's okay too. So I have more time to meditate, eh? Yeah, because it's more important to the world, yeah? And to everyone, and to me. I want to go home also like you guys. Suppose you go home and I'm not there. Master, are you still down there? Master, you need a hand? Maybe you give me all the loads of bad karma and I'm burdened down here and buried under your bad karma, who knows? Then you have to look down and help me, huh? Okay? Well, sometimes the children grown up and help the parents, no? Okay. Parents old and weak, burdened with sickness and long life of sacrifice, then the children nurse them, no? Okay. So if you go up there and I'm not home, please telephone, see where I am. Send me an email or something. All right. Now, let's go down to the 5th stanza. Yeah? Another stanza here. There is intense commotion in the man's mind who has science and knowledge. Without sword, he fights a battle. Awake each morning, he struggles with himself. It's like that, huh? You know very well. Okay, now. Just before that, he said that the men who are grossly ignorant have a pleasant, carefree sleep. Probably he meant that the guys who doesn't accumulate too much of worldly knowledge and intellectual garbage, yeah, he sleep also nicely. Yeah, and why not? Huh? The laborer and all that, and the guy who not greedy for the fame and name of the world, he sleep freely. Yeah. And then after enlightenment, Kabir discovered this. Yeah, just like a laborer, he earned his living by hand. He has no worry. He just earn his honest living. He come home, he eat his meal, and then he go sleep. He has no guilt, no burden, no worry. Yeah. So similarly, if a saint can be in that state, simple-minded, no ambition, yeah, live one day to the next, earn your living by labor, then you also sleep freely like that, okay? But he didn't know that before, okay? He was already deep in calamities also. In a way, you can interpret the 4th stanza in that 2 category, huh? Yes. Anyway, you know, most of the saints, when they write it, it's deep. You gotta check again and again, yeah. But the guy, according to Kabir, the guys who accumulate too much intellectual garbage, you know, there's a lot of noise in his head when he sleep. That's what he said. He doesn't have a sword or gun, but he's battling with the whole world all day, all night. Because he worry about this, he worry about that. The more he knows, the more he worry, yeah? He think too much, yeah? And he plan too much, and sometimes the plan works, sometimes doesn't work, and it's too noisy, too busy in his head. That's according to Kabir, that he awake each morning, he struggles with himself. Too much garbage, yeah? Too much useless information and data. So he fighting with all that. This is good, oh, this is no good, this is good. Even science, they update all the time. You have to keep up all the time. Even medical treatment is always updating, always new, yeah? And then you have to struggle to keep up with it, yeah? To know the new how, yeah? And when. And you always busy, never stop, yeah.
So Master, in the 4th stanza, there's no desire for God, and in the 5th one, there's no room for God.
Yeah, that's it. The 4th is too ignorant, also don't have any desire for God, don't know anything. And the 5th is too busy, don't have time for God. Either of them are also very, very bad. But if the man who look like ignorant, but he's not, like the sage look like the ignorant, if that kind of ignorant is not, yeah, then he be fine. Now, the 6th stanza. With eye wide open, I wonder, but no one came across my sight. In whoever's heart my master dwells, how can he remain recondite? Do you understand anything about it? After you know already, the recondite mean aloof, nah? Different, huh?
So it's like it's like he's meditating here, right?
Yeah.
But no one came across the sight, so no one gets in the way, no one blocks his sight because the master, he dwells in his master's heart.
Yeah.
So he can remain strong on the path. Maybe that's here. Recondite means unshaken.
Yeah. But how can he remain recondite? No. Okay. The man who has the master in his heart, he cannot hide it. It shows. You understand? The one who devoted to God, it shows it. He cannot remain recondite. He cannot remain hidden. You see, whoever has a heart, the master dwells in his heart, he cannot hide. People would smell it, would know it. You know it too well. You know it too. You don't say anything. People always come around you and dig you out and say something to you or ask you something, right? Yeah, they cannot hide it. It's the same with me. I'm hiding myself so much, but I cannot always hide. Sometimes they see the light around my body, around my head or something, and then they also come. They tell each other to come, even in a hotel. So it's just not easy to hide, the light that you have within you. Once the light is out, when you push the button of enlightenment means light come out. The light that has been locked up within your being, after initiation, bursts open. Yeah, so everybody can see it. That's why, and you have devotion to the master inside your heart. Yeah, you always think of master. That person can never hide. People would smell it. People would know about it. With eyes open, I wonder, but no one came across my sight, because he has only masters in his heart, only God in his heart. So even if he walk around, he work, he eat, he interact with people, but he doesn't really see anybody. He doesn't take notice of anyone. He don't care about anyone. Just like when you're in love, you're oblivious to any other girls in the world or any other man on the planet, no? You only think of that guy all the time. All of you who has been young and in love, you know what I'm talking about or not? Yeah? Yeah. You know, at least for that week, you know, the honeymoon time or honeymoon month, honeymoon, In Vietnam, we say honey week only. So, tuần trăng mật á. Tuần có nghĩa, tuần means week, 1 week. The English, they are more optimistic. Say honeymoon.
Honeymoon is 1 month.
1 month, honeymoon, maybe the high moon, maybe, because in Vietnam we say only honey week. Maybe we are more realistic, more experienced in romance. Anyway, I hope your honeymoon lasts longer, but it sometimes lasts the whole lifetime. Human psychology is like that. They like something look similar to them. That's also one more reason why they eat the animals and they treat other race badly, because it doesn't look similar to them. But they should learn to know that everything is the same, but just take too long. Maybe the world will get better and better for the animals as well. I want the whole world to wake up. World leaders and world non-leaders have to all wake up. Then the world will be heaven.
Supreme Master Ching Hai's lectures are not a complete meditation instruction. Please do not try alone. For free of charge guidance, please visit www.godsdirectcontact.org or contact any of our centers near you.
Thank you, gentle-hearted viewers, for your loving presence for today's episode of Words of Wisdom. Coming up next is music and poetry here on Supreme Master Television, right after noteworthy news. May you always be immersed in God's ocean of love.
For more details, please see www.suprememastertv.com/WOW.